Hello and welcome to easyodds.com. My name is Ross Casey and I'm here with the horse racing extraordinaire, that is Jake Johns, who just last week managed to find the winner found in the Arc at a big 7-1, and he also found Order of St George at 20-1, which finished third in that race. So moving on to this week, where we've got the Cesarewitch. Going to have a full preview from our man Jake Johns, I'm sure, with some big price tips as well. It's a 34 horse handicap at Newmarket this Saturday. And he's already lent us in with 20-1 and 9-1 winners already, fresh from his trip back from Canada. So, without any further ado, let's hear the inner thoughts of Jake Johns.
Yeah, last weekend was good, wasn't it?
It was very good.
I was in Canada. I was very hungover. I got in at 3. Had to wake up at 7 to watch it. It was horrendous at the time, but I had to listen to it on the radio as well because there was no screen.
Was it in French?
It wasn't in French. I was listening to it on William Hill radio.
There you go.
But it was
a little plug for you there, William Hill.
Yeah, but it was great. Yeah, a lot of people were banging on about postponed. Oh, it's an absolute certainty. Oh, it's an easy race, an absolute certainty. In fact, I saw a couple of you comment on it, and then you bloody deleted it afterwards. Sneaky little sods. I saw it. Okay, yeah, the Cesarewitch. Oh boy, super intimidating. 2 mile 2. Handicap, won last year by Grometti at 50-1. Very, very hard to decide for the last couple of years. Only one winner in the last 7 runnings has been priced lower than 16-1, and I think that was might have been 10-1 short. And then it's also had 2 66-1 winners in that time, as well as 50-1 winner last year. So it's a bit of a lottery. Well, you could say that, but you know, I might find the winner, and then obviously it's not a lottery. But yeah, there's the favourite is Saint Michel. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100% sure, but I like him a lot. He beat Oriental Fox at Goodwood a couple of starts back, and he was 25-1 for this after that, and I thought that was a really good price, so I kind of mentioned it on Twitter, but I wasn't like, this is my tip, everyone back it. But 25-1 at the time. I put a tiny little wager on it at the time. Since then, he's run a really, really good race at Doncaster in the Doncaster Cup, Group 2, which officially puts him £15 well in for this, which is a lot of weight. And yeah, he's obviously got a huge chance, but I would still have my trepidations backing him at 6-1. That's incredibly short for a race like this, where anything could happen, especially seeing as he seems to hang violently left. He did it against Oriental Fox, he did it in the Goodwood Cups, even though that was a really good run. He could be too well handicapped for these, he could be too classy for these as well, but he's drawn terribly, really, really bad, and he does hang left when he's get under pressure. So 25-1, really good price. 16-1, I think he was immediately after the Goodwood Cup. 6-1, little short for me, even at the weights. There's a couple of others that just missed the cut even, but they were in my last kind of 6 or 7 that I whittled it down to. First is Ennistown, trained by David Pipe. Ryan Moore's on board. 1 over 3 miles last time, which is a little bit further than this, well, a lot further, but he's completely unexposed over this trip on the flat. Could be pretty well handicapped at 100, but he doesn't make up a cut. Second is Cashel Man, goes to David Simcock. Ran really, really well in the trial for this, came second behind Penguy Pavilion, who goes to Australia, I think, and he goes well at the Cashel Man goes well at Newmarket as well, so he's probably going to have a chance, but he also missed the cut. These are the 3 that I really like. First is Starchitect, second favourite, 8-1, runs with David Pipe and Jamie Spencer, obviously a eye-catching jockey booking. He's by Sea the Stars, obviously a fantastic star, really, really good with stairs as well, and he's a 150 rated hurdler, and he's running off 89 in this on the flat. That's really, really eye-catching, especially considering when you look at his last run at Salisbury, where he won pretty comfortably off of £5 lower. He won decisively, and he should be much more at home over this longer trip. He's definitely going to stay it. Anyway, that's 2 miles 2. The second one in that race at Salisbury, it was over 14 furlongs. The second one next time by 7 lengths. The fifth, Ocean, has beaten a lot of these since then. He didn't win next time, but he won the next time after that, and he's beaten a lot of these already, and he lost to the selection. I think he was only giving me £1 as well. Yeah, and Starchitect, it might be a bit of a worry that he's been off for 4 months, but he's really good after a break. He ran really well in the Betfair hurdle, if you can remember that, when second, made a massive mistake at the last, but still managed to get second, and he also won first time out the year before that as well, so that's not a big worry at all. The only worry that I do have, and it's a big one, is the draw. He's drawn out in 26, which is not ideal, but hopefully he can get a good break and get across relatively well. Jamie Spencer's a really good jockey in these big field handicaps, usually, not always, does make a few errors occasionally, but he's a good jockey, there's no doubt about that, and 8 to 1 is an alright price as well, especially in such a big field. There's going to be firms going 6 places, I reckon. Well, there definitely will be a couple, and that's 8 to 1 each way. Huge chance, huge chance. You know how well these hurdlers and jumpers do well in staying handicaps in England. It's an incredible record, so he's got a big chance. My next pick is massive price, well, much bigger price. It's not even my biggest price though. Life Less Ordinary, 33 to 1, runs 4. Jamie Osborne, whose yard are absolutely flying. He has had 4 winners and a second from his last 8 runners. And this son of, but even if he wasn't in such fantastic form, I mean, this son of the Way You Are has been steadily improving over 16 furlongs all season, culminating in a really easy win at Ascot last time. Pretty much under hands and heels under Jamie Spencer. Maybe give him one crack of the whip, but it wasn't a proper one. It was hardly going all out. So that was really impressive, won by a length and a half. He's been put up £5 that victory, but the excellent Josephine Gordon, I like her a lot. She's taken off £3. She's fantastic for her claim. She's already shown herself to be an asset in the saddle many occasions this season, including in a big field handicap at Doncaster on Wall of Fire, who is a tricky ride. You have to find the gaps with him, but he will get there in the end. He always looks tailed off, but he manages to get there. He's done it twice now. There's a fantastic ride on him at Doncaster. Life Less Ordinary. He's only a 4-year-old. There should be much more to come. The way he runs and just the style that he runs, I think these extra 2 furlongs should actually suit him a little bit more than the 16 furlongs. He's perfectly drawn in 3. He's definitely worth an each way wager at 33 to 1, 100%.
Especially with 6 places.
Yeah. And that draw is fantastic. And obviously Josephine Gordon taking off really loads of different things. Final selection, big old price.
Very big.
Angel Gabriel, 50 to 1. You can wish me a supremely early happy retirement if this guy wins. But he's just superb value, 50 to 1. He shouldn't be that price. He'll probably get backed because 51's too big. He bounced back to form at Haydock last time. He needs good ground. Haven't mentioned anything about that. A very few weather outlets are kind of forecasting a bit of rain on Saturday. Others that I've looked at, most of the other ones that I've looked at have said it's going to be pretty much dry. So I'm hoping it's going to be good ground at the very worst. At the moment it's good to firm. All mine they don't need good ground, but Starchitect especially doesn't need good ground, but Angel Gabriel needs good ground. Life Less Ordinary probably needs good ground as well. He bounced back to form at Haydock last time over 14 furlongs, though, staying on behind Faithful Mount. Sophie Caloran was taken off a fair bit of weight that day, but Fran Berry's on today, and he's a fantastic jockey in his own right, so he should be able to kind of bring that back. I wouldn't worry about it too much anyway. He showed that he stays this trip when a really eye-catching 8th. He was only about 4 lengths back there in the Chester Cup. He was dead last coming round the bend. James Doyle was on board, I think, and he was ran into trouble loads and loads of times before staying on really strongly last couple of furlongs, especially the last furlong. So hopefully the trip is going to be fine for him, and that was off of £4 higher than his current mark. He's also really well drawn in 11. It's not the best draw, obviously. It's not the Life Less Ordinary 3 or anything like that, but it's better than Starchitect, and 50 to 1 is just too big, I'd say. So they're my 3. Starchitect, 8 to 1. Life Less Ordinary, 33 to 1. Angel Gabriel, 50 to 1, all each way.
Absolutely excellent. There's an absolutely massive TriCast for our watchers here.
That will be a super early retirement to Barbados for £1 million mansion.
So thanks very much for watching. That was the thoughts and prices from Jake Johns using the easyodds.com price comparison service. Of course, all the prices quoted here from Jake are the best prices available throughout the market, which of course is where you find the best value, which is what we do at easyodds.com. So thanks very much for watching. My name is Ross Casey, this is Jake Johns, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Boo!